Hello, Cherie Hanson here. I've just spent the last 20 minutes trying to find my photo booth. It's such a strange world for me. It was hard enough when I could just misplace objects that I could hold in my hand, a 3D thing, like where's my visa, or where did I put my phone down, or where are my glasses? If I had glasses on, I could find my glasses, but I don't have glasses on. But then you put in this other layer of this magical, fictional world that just floats around us. It's like 8D. It really is. So how do I find my photo booth, and where did I lose it? And I don't remember dropping it. And I keep pulling myself back into the mindset of, okay, so this is something that you need to learn because you will lower your frustration for dealing with technology. But I also know that as soon as I learn how to find my photo booth, there will be some other gremlin that appears. And it's like, now you can't learn how to operate this new way to get into a building, or, God help us when we're supposed to levitate, because if you get that wrong, it could be really ugly. So I was thinking today in meditation about, when is it enough? When am I enough? There's something that is so rewarding and thrilling, and it just makes us feel so good about pursuit, chasing, grabbing, having it in front of us, but far enough so that we can't actually touch it. And so we get into a place where it's never enough. It's never enough. You never have enough. You are never being enough. You're never perfect enough. And so what we're being asked to do when we come to these situations in our lives, is we're being asked to downshift. In other words, there is a subtlety about being alive that we're missing. We're missing the subtlety. Now, Todd knows about it. It's 3:00, time to make a cat cinnamon roll and go to sleep, because that is the best use of his time, is not time to chase right now. So the effort that we have to put into not putting in effort is quite extensive. It means that we have to keep watching our minds as if they were puppies or toddlers, and there is this whole thing that we want to do, which is what we've always done, and we want to reach, and we want to grasp, and we want to get better. And the issue is, when is it enough? When is your house clean enough? When are your income tax receipts? I'm up to here with them right now. Oh yeah. When are your income tax receipts done on the graph perfectly enough? And I think the issue that we're really looking at, if you look at this question of chasing perfection, chasing the elusive, inexplicably vague goal of making ourselves happy by doing something, what you're really dealing with is shame and fear. Those are the two drivers of that behavior. Let me put it this way. If I took all of my income tax receipts, stuffed them in a bag, and just took them to the accountant, then I would feel ashamed of myself. I would go, what kind of person does that? That's the question that comes up. If I go into a doctor and I have made no effort to keep myself healthy, I have so many problems, he can barely get a question out between my barrage of war stories, then I will feel guilty because I will feel like I didn't even try. So there's this didn't even try, and there's this chasing until you destroy yourself spectrum. And Todd has something to say about that right there. There he is. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing, especially if your mind is spinning, especially if you keep asking, when is it enough? When is it enough? I should do more. I have, if you look at all the things you're supposed to do, they're set up to be overwhelming. They're actually created that way because if the goal is perfection and you are a mere fluctuating spirit on the face of the earth in a meat body, you can't be perfect. You already lost it. The other part of it is you were perfect for who you are. Okay, so let's look at that. My neighbor is such a sweet woman, and I love being with her because she's playful. And she, we went to Sephora the other day and she liked the music, so she's dancing around. And then I started dancing around, and then the girl that was standing in the doorway started dancing around. And I came home and I thought, she's enough. She doesn't need to be perfect. She doesn't need to, I don't know, all the things we say a perfect person does, pluck her eyebrows and, work out like crazy and join a group and all the rest of it, because she's already such a joyous, sweet spirit. So when we look at ourselves and we ask the question, have I done enough today? We're already dragging ourselves into our own personal hell. Why is it so hot in here? And what are those demons doing dancing around? I don't know. Well, you drug yourself into that. The opposite of that is to be in a place where you're not running from shame. And how do you get there? You get there by knowing that shame is part of being alive. Things happen to you, you did things, and they are things that wounded you, that scarred you. People will look back on their past life and say, why did I let them treat me that way? And now they're just heaping shame on themselves and making themselves feel lesser than. And I don't have perception, and I made so many mistakes. Well, no, you were just learning. So when you have that drive for perfection, and when you have that drive that makes you feel like you're running away from a bear chasing you with his mouth open, it's like, it's going to bite my ass. I run. You have to keep in mind that it's inside you that insecurity comes from. It's inside you where the bear is created. And it's inside you where the drive for perfection has been imprinted. Don't let people do that to you. Don't let your own mind do that to you. Be in a place where you can just appreciate who you are right this minute, without doing anything, without changing anything. And that's where breath work can take you. Breath work is so good that way because it calms you down. It fills you up with warmth. Your energy level goes up, and you didn't even have to clean the entire house and host a banquet for 20 people or volunteer for a charity. You know, all the things that, oh, did you get your nails and your all painted? And I mean, it's endless. It's endless when you're pursuing perfection, because there are 10,000 ways that we fall short, 10,000 ways that we are not perfect. But we can move aside and we can go, right now, I am doing the perfect thing. I am taking care of my body. I am resting. And I look so pretty when I'm doing it. Anyway, that was the message for today. It was, when is it enough? And when am I enough? And you know who decides that? You do. You call the shots. So start out your day with gratitude. Keep telling yourself how happy you are to be in this body that you take care of, how happy you are to have your own company. And I've got to tell you, me spending time with my own mind is vastly entertaining. It's like having a stand-up comedian all the time. I'll be walking along and I'll just be thinking about, what if you crossed a giraffe and a zebra? Would it be mostly spotted, or would it have stripes and spots? And then I start laughing and going, oh my God, what are you thinking? And how did that get started and why? So the message for today is, don't practice judging yourself. Practice loving yourself. Practice accepting yourself. And everything gets smoother. Ooh. Thank you so much for the people who are subscribing, for the people who are liking my videos and sharing them. I really appreciate it. And you know, the comments people are leaving just lift my heart up. I'm just like, oh, wow, this is so cool. And Todd says he hopes you have a lovely day. Get a hold of me if you want a card reading, a psychic channel reading, one-on-one coaching. I've got a lot of wisdom stored up from all my adventures, or should I say misadventures. Thank you. I appreciate you.